Hey everybody, it's Mark. I am F.O.B. fresh off the boat with another episode of I am F.O.B. bringing the immigrant story to you, sharing the beauty of culture, of diversity, the unique qualities that everyone has to offer. We have something to share with the world, and we are meeting those people and discovering what they have to share with the world. I am FOB is here with Luka from the Ukraine, and we are going to discover all about Luka and all about his culture, what he loves about his culture, what he finds is just so beautiful. So Luka, how are you?
Hi there, guys. My name is Luka. I'm FOB, fresh. I'm a fresh on the board. This is my new episode, and I'm great. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic.
Ukraine have a lot of lands, a lot of different cultures, a lot of nature. I like forests. I like rivers. I like resting in these places. And as I said, we have a different culture. If you live in the center, if you live in the south, west, north, east, like in America, you could find different people with different mentality. We have beautiful cities like in Lviv with a big history, like 400, 500 years.
And when did you come to America?
Last year it's 1 year, 25 of May,
Okay.
2022.
All right. And why did you come to America? Why did you leave Ukraine?
As everybody know what happened in the last year in Ukraine, it's a war comes, and before this happened, I think from 2019, I planned to change the country, to see the world, to see how it works, and the war comes, plus my plans, and America helped to Ukrainians to open the door for them, and I'm here. This is the first reason why, because I planned to change. The second reason, I think about America last 10 years. I read a lot of information, and definitely it's a beautiful country for immigrants, and a lot of different nationalities you could find here. You could speak with them, you could find their beauty, about their things, how they're living, about their culture, and everything in one place. Plus, America have a good opportunity. Unfortunately, in Ukraine, this is a beautiful country, my country, but unfortunately, in my country, we have not a lot of opportunities. If you have good knowledges like me, if you could working by your brain, you could have good income, but it's not comparable, this country and my country.
And what do you do? What's your profession?
Before, last 10 years, I have experience in sales. I started in sales at 16, probably.
16 years old.
Yes. When I was young, I need some money, and I'm not from a rich family, and if I need money, go to earn money. That's why I started sales from 16. I started to collect like some apples, berries, and other things, and selling them in the market. The second step was collecting some like a fish and selling in the market and other things. I like this profession, and it was my first step. The second step, I started working in the companies. I think at 18, I was a seller. Then a few months then I have a good opportunity in a promotion agency, in advertising agency, and this is my first job experience, like a head of something in this company. And more than sales, I love only managing. But trying to grow in these two. Man, those last 10 years. Uh, Here, uh, see project, I get a job, I I have a stable job, like last.
Fantastic. And so, why, or rather, let's put it this way: what is it about Luca that makes the recipe even better? What do you bring to the party? Like, what is about Luca? What's special about Luca that when you come in, everyone goes, "Hey, Luca!" What is it that thing that makes Luca really stand out and special?
Mm, I think, for my opinion, of course, and for people tell me about this, everybody like to, which my cycle, everybody like to see me because I'm smart. I'm every time make some funny jokes, uh, some funny things. Plus, people who like to have a friendship with me, they regularly have a lot of advice from me because I have a lot of experience in different spheres. While we're thinking, while we're talking, they could tell me everything and have a good advice and maybe some plans what to do. They like to see me. I have like funny character, and I like the fun.
Right on. So, question: now that you're here in America, what do you do here now?
In America, I do what I can. I do what I know. I'm a seller and I'm a manager. Plus, I compare my experience with American reality and my first job. It's like a photographer plus manager of Miami to Fort Lauderdale area in a big company which worked 10 years in all America. We film people, we send them pictures, something like this.
And what aspect of the Ukrainian culture would you say if me or anybody was to get to sample it, try it out, that they would fall in love with Ukrainian culture? Well, what is it that special part of Ukrainian culture that is like, man, you got to try this. If you come to Ukraine, you got to try this. Otherwise, you haven't really experienced Ukraine.
Hmm. This is an interesting question because this is a lot of things what you should try. First of all, and the main reason, I think you should try food, Ukrainian food. Ukrainian food, it's unique. We have a special, unique recipes like Ukrainian borscht with garlic, brown bread, and uh, how it's called, pork feet. We call it sal. This is amazing.
It's made from the feet of a pig.
Yes.
It's funny because what do you call it?
Salo.
Salo. Now, funny enough, in Barbados, we make a dish with pig's feet, and it's called souse. Interesting. So we make ours with it's boiled and everything, and then we make ours with onion and cucumber, garlic, parsley, lemon, a bit of olive oil, thyme, pepper, like hot pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper. That's what we make ours with. What do you make yours with?
Uh, it's super simple. The best salo, it would be if you use, uh, just a second, I forgot how it's called correctly.
Trusty Google Translate. I use it all the time. I don't know what I would do without it.
Yeah.
I think I've learned more Spanish from Google Translate than anything else. Indispensable.
High. Yes. You need to use high, and you put the salo, big fat, on this high and making a fire, like for not for a long time. After this, it's without some parasites, without anything, and you could eat this just like this, fresh, without nothing, just wash, brown bread, and garlic. Wonderful. You would
Wonderful.
love these things. This is very simple, very tasty, and very healthy because all these things is healthy for your body. It's not like super fat, like French fried potato. It's it's healthy food
Right.
and it's national food.
Right.
The second, what you would see in Ukraine while you'd be there, a lot of girls, beautiful girls, comparable to this what I come here. We have one nationality and we grow in like one nationality, and our blood is beautiful year to
Right
year,
on.
and Ukrainians girls is super beautiful. They're trying, Latina girls, they're trying to do every makeups, to do everything, to be teen. This is our culture. You wouldn't see a lot of. You would see a lot of teen and beautiful girls with good makeup, and they do it every day because they love it.
Right on. Right on. What do you miss most about Ukraine now that you're here in America?
The most, I think my family, my friends, and how it was simple because you know everything. The most uh, hard things which I feel now, past year and now, and I think I will feel in close all this 3 or 4, maybe 5 years, but lower year to year. This is I don't know. I don't know how to do this correct. I don't know how to do this correct, to do this correct. In Ukraine, I know everything. That's why I told them before, like, if I come to the company, we have fun, we drink a little bit, and we could talk in any type of topics because I know everything. I could give good advice and plans in about everything, every steps about every type of things. Here, I know only what I work already with this.
Right. Is this also at the same time what you find the most difficult about being in America right now? The fact that you just have to learn everything brand new?
Yes, correct steps. For me, it's most difficult to find a correct step because comparable from my experience, I have a lot of experience in my country, of course, because I live there, I know everything there, and I have a lot of experience in different countries, how it's work. I was in Asia, I was in Central Europe. It's a little bit easier than here. Here, you have like a strict history, and people love to do things simpler like this. And simpler, it's not every time best than to have something new uh, in process. And sometimes it's simpler seems hard to understand how, why. There's a comparable like insurances. In almost in all countries, insurances you pay one time per year, and it's like a few $100. Okay, in Europe, it would be up to 1,000. Depends on your car experience, car residence, and other things like 500 bucks. Here, well, you're new here, you could pay $500 per month. And this is okay for car insurance. I mean, the same health insurance and other things. So you need to know, you need to find the right company, and you will have good rates. You have no any problems, very comfortable service and other things. Well, you don't know, you see advertising, okay, I need this, it's too expensive. I need this, it's too expensive. And you don't know how it works. You don't know who would be best and it's fair. Well, you're working, well, you're speaking with people, they give you advices, and you searching and trying to find the best way for you. Now it's for me it's a hard, not hard, it's uncomfortable because you need to change. You make a lot of changes every time, every month because you find best way, better, till you find yeah, this is a perfect for me. And now I understand it's not a perfect because next year I found a better place, a better way.
Right. Always have to keep improving.
Yeah, it's you keep improve, 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 improve. I think close at 5 years, I will be improving my skills here, and then I could do the same.
Right.
Give a lot of advices and help people.
Right. So is that where you see yourself where do you see Luka in 5 years, 5 to 10 years? Where do you see Luka?
Um, it depends how it would be. It's close as 5 years. I think the best option, everybody come here and know what it is mean, American dream. You could find a way to open a business and make the business grow. As for me, this is a good opportunity because I saw a lot of job opportunities and they're pretty nice. As I told, a lot of money you could earn here, and it's easy to grow. Super easy. I already have 2 promotions in my company for 1 year. It's easy for me because I have experience. I have relevant experience in my sphere, and I know how to do, how to fix, how to build. Uh, that's why I think I will build my own business. I will try different spheres, the same photography sphere, maybe some transportation sphere. I bring my brother, my family here, and he found a nice job, and probably he will help me, and I will help him to build this business in this sphere. I'm thinking about study here. I need to have a relevant knowledges. I already accepted in Harvard University on 1 year MBA in San Francisco. I'm thinking about study there. I have 10 days more to think about it.
Which university is it?
HALT.
Hart.
HALT. International Business School.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they have in Boston, Philal, they have in San Francisco, in Dubai, and in Great Britain, and in China.
Halt.
Yeah, HALT.
Okay. Fantastic.
HALT International Business School.
Fantastic. So, what advice? And the more I listen to you, the more it sounds, and I'm gathering you spent, as you say, you started sales when you were 16, and so you've been in and around business for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, what advice would you give to a young person who is looking to get into sales? Let's say, what's some key success factors for somebody who is looking to get into sales, or somebody who's new in sales?
First of all, they don't need to go out. Fear, it's a must. It's the biggest problem in the sales.
Fear.
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 Because when you fear, people see it. And when the people see it, you couldn't sell because they think this is working inside our heads. Well, this is somebody feel uncomfortable, like they have hands like this, they have eyes like this. Uh, you see these people and they think, they trying to cheat me. Even if everything's okay, even in your bank, you think and you understand something wrong. Why is he or she feeling so bad? Why is he afraid to talk to me? It's not okay. Something wrong. I shouldn't do what he said or she.
Right.
This is a main problem because you feel in fear, people feel it, and they wouldn't buy the products or services what you're selling, even if they're best option for them. They will find another agent who don't feel a fear and buy from him because of this. This is the main problem of the sales of the youngest people. The second, what you should and what you must to do, this is having knowledge. Every time you have a new knowledges, finding new tactics, learn about nanotechnologies, how it works, sex inside your brain, how you need to look to the people, how you need to um, show what you're talking about, because every this every of these things working inside your brain. And while you're selling, you working with the brain only. If you could knock it there and everybody would open for you, there's these doors, you could sell. If you show the field and not enough knowledge in sales, the door would be closed. Nobody opening for you.
Right. So how do you, I guess as a young person, perhaps you dealt with fear. What do you do to overcome fear? Like fear is everywhere, right? So what do you do to push past the fear?
Experience. Day to day working with this. Just experience. Day to day speak with people more and more and more and more, doing the same things, and day to day it's easier, 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 and you someday you would understand. Oh, it's okay. People listen to me, people like what I'm saying, people like my services. It's not fear. It's comfortable. I help people. You need to understand inside your brain that you are not selling, you are helping. If people don't want, they say you no. If people need this service, they will take it and say you happy, say you thank you, maybe give some tips.
Right on. Okay, so let's go back to when Luka was 11 years old. What advice would you give Luka?
Uh, at 11, I was in the best school in my city, and I don't understand things in that time. I don't understand my parents well, I guess. Make some success in the languages. Uh, my mother was very happy because I was in the fir- uh, first or second in my class who could read English. As example, it was first language which I learned. Speak English and do other things. It was so easy for me to have this to have new languages, and I don't understand this. It was hard. It need to be learning new words, new speaking to understand these things, and I think what I should tell for me, it's listen to your mom, because in my case, uh, she give me every time she give me advice. Learn languages, and this was a special school. Well, you finish the school, you will know at least four languages, at least four different, like Ukrainian, Russian. It's in every school, English, and three more. Furthermore, if you go have good marks, you could ask your classmate how it works. I don't know. I don't remember really. And they will find a teacher for you, and you will know new. You will find a new language like Chinese, uh, Japanese, Indian, everybody you want, any what you want. Just tell. I want to know this language, and this is was the best school in the city, the best of the best. Not in the city. I think in the half of Ukraine. This is a specialized school was. I spoke with some uh, people who have studied with them for 3 years. Yeah, they really know five languages out of the school. Most all of them. Five languages. It's English, German, French, Ukraine, Russian, Chinese, uh, and I don't remember which two more.
Portuguese, maybe Italian?
Yeah, Spanish, yes.
There you go.
And Spanish. This is amazing. They could speak English, all of these languages.
What do you see, like, because obviously in the American context, we're promoted here to speak one language. And I've heard here a few times, I've come across situations where I hear locals usually telling somebody who's Spanish, speak English. What do you see as, how do you analyze that? I won't ask you for a good or a bad. How do you analyze that? the idea that there's really only one language here? What do you see, therefore, as the benefit of having more languages, or is it a benefit, do you think?
If you compare this situation and compare like a Switzerland, they must know 4 languages. It's not a bad.
It's automatic. It's mandatory. They must
It's
know
mandatory.
4 languages.
Minimum 2, minimum for dumbest people. But everybody know 4. This is good. This is fine because you could find different culture easier. You could speak in a one language with these people. This is a good fit. This is a very good fit. One language, but you're speaking with native people who live in some country, whether it's some touristic or making a business, it's much more easier to have fresh, good contact with them. For my opinion, it's nice. Well, people will speak 2 languages, 3 or 4, the same advice, which mother give me, it's good.
More languages are better.
More languages is better.
Okay.
More languages is easier. You find a way in any place. In any situation, you could find a way.
Okay. And last question, Luka. What advice, obviously you've been here for a little bit more than a year. Go back and meet Luka coming off the plane. What would you tell Luka about getting ready to live in America?
This is a hard question for 1 year. Definitely, I could say to me if it would be like 5, 6, or 10 years ago. Don't be afraid. Please everybody to borrow money for you and go to America. About 1 year.
So hang on. So the first thing is you would come here with more money.
Not more money. As I told, I born and I grow in not a rich family.
Right.
And my first position, like regular people, like people who work in McDonald's, as example, it was a simple position. It's not a big and a huge salary. You could earn, but you couldn't save money. You could spend on the car fixing, on the house, on the food, on some clothes, and months to months you do the same things. And of course, you want to freshen your home and other things, and you couldn't save money. You freshen things, you freshen clothes, and you have no money. And it's happened in a few years. This is my advice for me, like 10 years ago. Don't save every cent.
Save as much as possible.
As much as possible, and as much as soon as you can, come to America. And here it's easy to build everything, to have a relevant experience, to build a business, to have a good job with a good salary. As example, first year I'm earning nice salary, much more in comparable with my last position CEO of the international project, much more. There in that experience, I need at least 10 years experience in managing because nobody would see me in this position.
This is when you were in Ukraine?
Yeah, when I was in Ukraine.
And so at that job where you were a manager, you were actually making less money than you're making here now?
Yeah, that's example. That's why my first advice for me like 10 years ago, save money and come to America earlier. Earlier as possible. It would be the best option. For last year, it's a little bit hard to me to give some advices because I think now I think I do everything like step by step, nothing new. Maybe only one advice: don't be hurried about the car. My first car was not so good, but it's helped me to have this job, to work on this job, and I have no other option because I don't know how to work here. Now I know, and I have 4 cars, 4 hybrid cars. It's good fit for me.
You have 4 cars?
Yes.
Wow. And so what, each car for a different family member, or why do you have 4 cars?
One car for me because I need to drive on my job. One car for my girlfriend, for my wife, for Victoria, you know her. One car I will rent to my friends, and the second car you see Maxim. I give them this car because they need it. I know that they need the car. he said like, no, it's okay. We will find a solution. I said, no, you wouldn't find a solution. Trust me.
Not in Florida. The public transportation here is terrible. You need a car to get around in Florida.
Yes.
And everything is quite far away. It's very rare that you'll find a job right around the corner.
Not possible. Even in a corner, if you need some transport.
Yeah.
Like guys who live in here, like Katerina, she found a job super close near the beach.
Right.
But she needs transport to drive there.
Yeah. You can't catch a bus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, just so everyone knows, Luka is actually my neighbor. He lives like maybe 50 meters right around the corner from me. And Luka's helped me with my garden. So in actual fact, Luka and his fiance have taught me quite a bit about gardening. And tell me about gardening in Ukraine. Like from what I gather, in the village where you came from, gardening and farming, growing your kitchen garden, your crops, food to eat is a big thing.
Yes, as I told Ukraine is the biggest country in the Europe. The Russia is biggest, the Ukraine is the second one. But Ukraine have more culture than Central Europe.
More culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to be more European day to day, more and more and more.
What does that mean? Being more European from the Ukrainian perspective, what does it mean being more European?
Unfortunately, we have some bad experience towards a part of USSR, and this culture was not so good. Maybe in 1930, like 1920, as example, people do not drink at all. It was cool while you're not taking alcohol drinks at all. In 14s, 1940, 1935, and 1960, and USSR government understand that it's a problem because people want to grow, people could save money, people want to have a more good services, people want to grow, and USSR couldn't give them this growth. They stand in these positions, they choose to control everything.
Right.
And if they have more good things, they could go in step by step. And the government say like, our nation would drink alcohol. And
that's what the government said. The government's telling you should drink alcohol.
It's not like it was in public. It was outside, like advertising,
right?
Like in movies, like in a field. Because you see a movie and somebody smoke, and you could see smoking people every day, drinking people every day. You day to day understand inside your brain the same sales, right? The marketing.
So you see it as selling.
The same sales.
It's selling. Yes. Right. Okay.
This marketing, working with your brain. You see it day to day. Nobody sell it to you, but you see it every day, and your brain understand this is okay. Drink one time. So my neighborhood drinking, I saw my neighborhood smoking, and you spending money on the not right things.
So you mean tell me in previous to the 1960s, there was little or no alcohol in Ukraine?
In the culture.
In the culture, it was not something you guys used to do.
As example.
Right. Yes. And then after the 1960s, in the 1960s, it started to grow. You saw it in movies, I guess, like James Bond, the 007, all those kind of movies, and it's hip. You do a little drink, you have a little smoke. It's sophisticated.
Yeah.
And that's how it came across. And then slowly but surely, you started seeing Ukrainians.
Yes. Even in childhood movies, you could see the same.
In childhood movies, really?
Yeah, you could see it's called Ну Погоди. Maybe you heard about this. It's a wolf and a rabbit, like they fighting.
Right.
Like there's funny things, and the wolf is smoking. He's smoking.
Right.
This is a childhood.
Right.
Childhood movies. You grow up in and you see it.
Right. You see
childhood. The same things that I told you. It's not a good experience to be in the USSR country. A lot of things. I wouldn't talk about all of these things because it would take a lot of time.
Right.
But they bring inside our country not a good things. In European culture, it's healthy. Every time it was healthy. Every time people try to do the right things to build their relationship on the trust. In USSR, you're trying to build your relationship on a cheating, almost. It's not good. Uh, People need to find a way how to survive in USSR. And in Europe, in America, people need to live in this country, work, live, and have fun. That's all.
And so therefore now you're saying the US, Ukraine wants to go more the way of living a prosperous, fun, happy life, as
Yes.
opposed to what the USS, well, Russia is showing them,
Yes.
which is a little more austere, a little more strict, a little harder to survive kind of vibe.
Yeah, you're right.
Understood.
You're right.
All right.
And answering the past question, thank God I'm not from a village.
Okay.
Because as you know, in villages, it's like a few steps before I'm from the city.
Right.
And it's a little bit faster. You have a good internet, and the same as you have in a country. In a village, you have a good internet, computers, like 10 years later. Thank God I'm from a...
So Victoria's from a village, though?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
But she changed the village as soon as possible. She understands the things that she shouldn't be there.
Right. If you want to grow, you can't stay in the
Yes,
village.
you can't stay in the village. And that's why we don't want to be part of Russia or past USSR. If you stay in a village, you're going down. Here, even in a village, you could go.
You can rise.
Yeah, you can rise. Because you have big lands, you could sell these products and have income and do what you want. Buy what you want. Uh, have everything what you want. In our case, if you try to sell all your harvest, you could earn money for your winter till the spring. That's all. About the harvesting in Ukraine, we have a big lands, huge lands. We have a lot of experience in this, centuries. And my uncle have a village house. All I think last 10 years I spent my summer holidays in this village. I like this. I like people. They're very calm. Yeah, kids, I mean kids. They were calm. They like to fun. They have no any option to fun in the village. Just like uh, 50 years ago, they have a ball. They have some simple things. They fun like this. They have handmade toys. Nothing special. They have a lot of speaking. This is very good, actually. This is a stronger friendship than computer, like nowadays. And I saw harvesting there. Uh, Comparable the city products, like the same tomatoes or cucumbers, they have a different taste. Well, we took the fresh tomato and eat this tomato comparable with tomato in the shop, they would be the same, but the taste would be like 10 times different.
So the one from the country, it tasting really, really rich and like full of flavor, but the one that you get in the store is not as flavorful.
Yes, it's not comparable, of course, with American products because here it's no taste at all. It's like a grass.
So here the tomatoes and stuff have no taste at all as far as you're concerned.
Yeah. This is
Wow.
Even in shopping products, we have strong taste. Every of culture which you grow in Ukraine. But if you compare shop products with village products, it's not comparable. The same as salad. Village salad, where people growing the pigs for themselves, it's amazing. Shop one,
Not so good.
not so good. It's like here. You could buy everything. You could find a Russian shop, Ukrainian shop, and find a salad. It was expensive. It would be expensive, but
Doesn't taste that good.
it's not a salad. It's we use this type of salad, pig fat, to I don't know, to fry something. That's all.
Right. It's just not the quality.
It's
that
not the
you're
quality. You wouldn't feel how it tastes.
Right.
Even a little bit. It's not comparable.
Right. Okay. Understood. So Luca, definitely the last question now. Do you ever see yourself moving back to Ukraine?
Uh, it depends what would be in the closest 5 years, as we talk about.
Right.
Yes, probably yes, probably no. I don't know now, but I see how I could grow here. And in my case, in my and almost all of Ukrainians, you need to fit to new reality. This is my new reality. I want it or I don't want it. In my case, I want it, but in other one, like Victoria, she didn't want it. And this is your reality.
Yeah.
And I need to fit this reality. I need to live with this reality, and I need to understand how I would be living here for the rest of my life, as an example.
Right.
If everything would be okay, I would have an option. Now I have an option. And in the closest future, I don't see the options to come back there.
Right. Got you. But you'd visit.
Of course.
Right now. Okay, fantastic. Luca, thank you very much for joining us here at F.O.B. Fresh Off the Boat. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our episode. Thank you for joining us. All of you, Lois, Alan Benji, Change the Game. I really, really appreciate you guys joining me. Join us again next time where we will be meeting other immigrants, telling the immigrants, exploring the beauty that is everyone's culture. Peace and love, you all. Take care. All
It's okay?